Hey guys, I'm Stephanie and this is Steph Stove, and today we're going to be making a super easy homemade sloppy joe. So don't buy that stuff in the can anymore. Let me show you how to make these easy sloppy joes from scratch. Let's go. Okay, to get this started, I've got my cast enamel Dutch oven, and I don't know if you can tell, but I've got about a tablespoon or so of oil in the bottom of it. I'm going to turn my eye on medium, and I have in here, this is 1.5 pounds hamburger meat. So obviously if there's sloppy joes, we're gonna have some hamburger meat in here. And we'll just break this up with my hand. And I know some of you may say, oh gosh, don't break that up with your hands. I just washed them and I'm fixing to wash them again. So it's just something, I always break it up with my hands. If you don't like to do that, don't do it. But I have found that some of the best tools in the kitchen is right here. I'll break this up. I'm gonna walk over to the sink, give my hands a good wash. I'll be right back. Alrighty, all back and clean. So now we have our hamburger meat in here, and to this I have just kind of, not super small, but just diced, and this is 1 small Vidalia onion. If you don't have a Vidalia onion, they tend to be a little sweeter. Just use a small yellow onion, we'll be fine. Alright, so we got our onion going there, and I have half of a green bell pepper. Again, diced rather small, not super tiny, but just small. And we are going to cook these two together until that the meat is completely browned, and that should take us about 5 or 6 minutes or so. So we're going to keep cooking this, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Alrighty, my hamburger meat has been completely browned. Oh, it popped on me, excuse me. Browned at this point. And so right now we're gonna come in and we're gonna add some garlic to it. I'm gonna add some minced garlic. Turn this temperature down just a little bit. Now I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna actually spoon this out. This won't fit. The measure won't fit in my jar here. That's 1. That's about right. That's close enough. 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Now, ooh, I already start smelling it. We're only going to cook this around just a few minutes until we start smelling the garlic. We want it to become fragrant. And it will take just a little bit for that flavor to develop. About a minute. Maybe 30 seconds. Alright, now, I'm smelling it now. Okay, so at this point we're going to need to come in and drain our meat. And so the easiest way I'm going to do this, I'm just going to come and push the meat to the side. I'm going to put some paper towels in here and push it over. That way I don't have to take everything out of the pan. Luckily this meat was, I would say, fairly lean. Didn't have a lot of excess fat coming out of it. Again, this is a super easy way to drain or to get the excess grease off of your hamburger meat. Because the paper towel will soak up every bit of it. And if you have a lot, you may have to do this with a couple of paper towels. And if you don't want to use this method, you can just do the regular method where you strain it over the sink. It's perfectly fine. It's just the way I like to do it. Right, we'll pop Got that in the sink. Get rid of that. Kind of stir that together. So everything is worked together. Now we are going to come in and we are going to add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Fresh scooper out here. That's about 1 good scoop. I always like to double check. Sometimes my eyes are bigger than they should be. Got a tablespoon of tomato paste, and we're going to work this in just so it's incorporated. Shouldn't take too terribly long. Just going to continue to work that around so we don't see like large clumps of it. We definitely don't want to see that. All incorporated, still a little bit still. Okay, and now we're going to start. I'm going to turn my heat down just a little bit. I'm going to turn it down to kind of medium. Now we're going to start adding the rest of our ingredients to develop this flavor. First thing I'm going to add is just ketchup, and this is just regular ketchup here. And I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of ketchup, because obviously sloppy joes, it's a ketchup or a tomato-based meal. So if you're somebody you don't like tomatoes, this may not be for you. But if you never had it from scratch, I would encourage you to try it, because it's so much better than, like, you know, the stuff that you get out of the can. So much better. So much better. We're going to work this around. Get the ketchup in here. Now to the ketchup mixture, we're going to add, this is 1/3 cup of water. Just regular water. 1/3 of a cup. And move this around to be sure that it's incorporated. Ooh, it smells so good. Now we've got to season this. It's starting to look correct, but our seasonings aren't quite there yet. So the next thing that we're going to add in here, we're going to come in and we are going to add some mustard and some Worcestershire sauce. Try to be correct when I say that. All right. Give this another little stir. I don't want it bubbling up when I'm doing it. Alright, so for our mustard, and this is just regular French's yellow mustard. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons. Of the mustard. Teaspoons of mustard, and get that kind of worked around. Some Worcestershire sauce. Let me get my lid off here. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon. Can develop that deep flavor. This is just plain Worcestershire sauce. Over to the side. Get these work together. All right, Now for our seasonings, we're going to come in and we are going to add together in here a tablespoon of brown sugar. I'm not sure if you can see it well. So it's a tablespoon of brown sugar. And then we're going to add in half a teaspoon of kosher salt, and this is coarse kosher salt that I have, a fourth of a teaspoon of regular black pepper, and a fourth of a teaspoon, they just kind of merged together, of red pepper flakes. Put all this together. Mix them around thoroughly. Ooh, this smells so delicious. Now, this needs to thicken, even though it does seem to be pretty thick now. It is going to get just a little thicker. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my heat down to medium-low, and I'm going to put my lid on it cracked. And this, I'm going to leave this for about 10 minutes for this mixture to thicken. We'll be right back. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Ooh. And our mixture has reduced nicely. And it is done. It is smelling so good in here. And one thing I went ahead and did while it was reducing is I went ahead and I toasted me a hamburger bun. Now, you don't have to do that. You can eat it plain if you like. I just particularly like it toasted. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop it up on my hamburger bun. I got me some sun chips and some homemade bread and butter pickles ready. Look at that. Look at that. Spilling over the side, it's so good. Yum, yum, yum. Now we're gonna get ready and taste this yummy sloppy joe, homemade. Alrighty, we got our homemade sloppy joe complete, plated, and ready to taste. And hopefully I can get it tasted without getting it everywhere because it is a sloppy joe. I mean, what can you say? So, I'm gonna go in and give it a try. So good. Look at that good sandwich. Yum. I'm gonna try to do it one-handed. That's so good. That's so good. Wow. Delish. Sloppy joes are so quick and easy to make. There's no sense in buying that pre-made stuff in the can. Make these from scratch for your family. They are awesome. Quick and easy, a weeknight, summertime, anytime. Super easy and super delicious. So remember, I'm Stephanie. This is Steph Stave. Give us a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button for more great content like this. So remember, Steph Stave, we're making memories one dish at a time. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.